chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking focus out in graphic. You can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the backer.
Shoot.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsay. And right away, he lost the football. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike, check. 59. 3 buzz.
From the 41, Tannehill steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down. 60 or.
Check 53, Mike. Get ready.
Go. Let's go.
On first down, Tannehill. Airing one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gotw, and that makes the score 7-0. Gotw now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Nice, sweetheart. Check 59, Mike.
Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch. 54. Watch the pass. Hey, watch that.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got his man, Boyd. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go, baby.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check safety.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And now he'll touch. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Space to run past the 20. And that's complete to Brown. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Alpha.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he completes it to Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Being chased out left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Three bud. Mike 59. Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
That's the pass. Mike, check.
Hit it.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Haywood! Now!
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
59's Mike. Check, 59.
To the air again, Tannehill. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson got his man. It's Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
X3, 218, chop it.
Now Tannehill. A little check down to Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Tannehill now to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Jones. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. You got tight. You got tight.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 1st down, Lindsey, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the ground with a tight end. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Tannehill. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
On the ready.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a